All right, so within curves, within the line tool, so if I draw a line, you'll notice that this curve button comes on. The minute that line is drawn, the curve button comes on. And if I hit curve, my cursor changes, and it basically allows me to grab the line and to pull the line. So not particularly appropriate in this, but in gymnastics and diving and a lot of the sports, that PowerChalk is being used with, we've got people who talk about the curve in your back, or, maybe even if this were a down the line shot, we might even, draw a line from the ball, out through the fairway and then curve, talk about a hook or a slice, with ball trajectory and ball flight. So that's where the curve is useful. The other time that curves comes into play is with my path tool. So let me erase this, and I'll bring Cole back to a starting position, and I'll click path, and I'll dot, let's say we'll dot the club head. And now in this case, I'm just using my arrow keys. So again, with my hands on the keyboard, I'm using my left hand to just hit the arrow keys. Instead of reaching down and using these video control keys, I just say arrow right, 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 and I take his club head along a path, and now the curve button says fit curve. And in that case, what it does is it draws a nice, smooth, what's called a Bezier curve through the points. So again, I could now change my color to this purple. I could, take his club up to the top, and I could start a new line or a new path, again, by hitting the arrow keys, and I could follow, in this case, his hands. So by hitting new path, I created a new entity, and I can fit a curve through those. So again, whether we're tracking the bat handle, or whether we're tracking the hip, or whether we're tracking the ball, it's very easy to do a curve, and the curve modifier pops up once I've started either a path or a line. Then I'll get my curve modifier, and you see that as soon as I use it, it goes off.